Alrighty. What have we got going on here today? I thought it would be cool if we were to take a closer look at Artemis. So, our goal today is to share the eggs of Artemis, and I believe we can turn down the noise a little bit. That might be about where we want to be. I don't know. So, let's see. How well can you see that? Mm-hmm. Well, it's not a bad view, but we're going to see if we can get an even better view. That would be cool now, wouldn't it? hmm So, these beings, where to begin? Where to begin? We're doing pretty good over here with some of our Hail Mary hypotheses, I'm calling them, because I just called it that. These Hail Mary hypotheses of what we think these beings represent and what their background is. And, we think that there is a marine origins background. And that's based on myth. So here's the problem with, well, again, the theories that I'm coming up with here is that these are all based essentially on the ancestral narrative, on myth, on religion many times, and trying to decipher what universalities, what commonalities there are between cultures that could lend us a idea of perhaps a singular mono myth. And I'm not talking about the Joseph Campbell version. Okay, so what I did was, so I pretty much turned off everything, including the eggs. So I don't know if that turns off the shell. Let's put the eggs back on. So looking at these eggs, if you notice that there are a lot of, I guess you'd call them anomalies. And I don't really know much about imaging. I should probably be upfront about that. I know people like to cite what someone's expertise is or lack thereof. So yes, admittedly, I do not have familiarity with this. I'm sorry, it's all brand new to me. I'm still just kind of floored and shocked by the fact that I could even just kind of zoom around in it myself. Oh, look, a face. Pareidolia. Yeah, I'm sure there's a bunch of pareidolia here, but is that pareidolia, or are we really seeing the sometimes I feel like it glitches on me and I can't move it, so maybe that's why I got confused. Is it pareidolia sometimes, or are we actually spotting something? So we have these three. Is it three or is it more eggs? Is that like some sort of twin egg? Is that what that is? Why is that one so much bigger than the others? That's interesting. Did like one morph into the other? Because I was suggesting that I thought I was finding multiple specimens in one area, and again, I was much better at this earlier today. There we go. Let's maybe if we give ourselves a little more rope to hang ourselves by. Let's go ahead and turn off those supposed broken shells. Okay, cool. I'm going to do some double time here. I'm going to try to do some TikTok also. How about that? Is that a good idea? Too bad I can't do TikTok live. That would be fun. I don't think I'm there yet. I got to be special for TikTok live. Let's see. If I just hit bloop, and I can just do a short video. Yeah. Let's do it switched around here. Oh, yeah, that's cool. See, I could just leave it there for a sec. Wouldn't that be nice? That's why I was going to get the other tripod. So if you're watching, thanks for watching. We are examining Artemis's eggs. Of course, this is something you can do completely on your own. You don't need me to do this at all. I am not a CAT scan expert. I might be turning into a Nagi Tridactyls expert, That's my Latin nomenclature for these beings. So Nagi, as in Naga, I believe there is evidence for these beings in the historical record, in the archaeological record, in the art, and to the ancient Hindus and Buddhists and the Jainis, they were known as the Naga. Anyway, that's all I want to say for TikTok. I got to focus on this live stream. Okay, cool. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, we're trying to get some. Oh, it was so much better. I swear, maneuvering this before. Here we go. Try to get some close-ups, and we're going to see if we can spot anything, or if I can at least show you what I saw earlier that could be something. I just hate when people say pareidolia when I'm looking like I'm trying to find faces. So it's like, seeing faces and things. Well, it's like, well, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to find faces and things. So it's not like I'm looking at a cloud and seeing Snoopy, right? Or what were some of the other examples? This has been compared to looking at wood grain. I'm just looking at wood grain and seeing dogs. Or I'm looking at a wall socket and I'm seeing a face. All right. I don't think it's quite that. So this is what I spotted and I thought was a skull. Could it be a skull? I don't know if you can see that okay. I could probably just turn this off for a second. Okay, so once again, we use our tridactyl skull as a model as to demonstrate, so that's good. I think we are seeing this peripheral view, quite possibly. It looks like a possible, what I'm saying, this temporal process, I believe it's called. Brian having a brain fart here. Temporal process from the occipital crest leads down into this place here, which I say also kind of forms a triangle in a sort of stylistic way. I don't know. Now, of course, it's probably not going to look exactly like it, but I don't know. It's interesting too, because that's possibly some neck then we're seeing there. Okay, so what else? Yeah. So what can I recommend for you guys when you go to the site? Again, turn off everything. So if you just put everything back on, you can see the being. And you have to mess with your clipping cam. So we want a clipping cam. We're going to start all the way at, what is that? -5. Here we have Artemis. I like to consider Artemis might be Dionysus with all those operations there in the center. Maybe Artemis was sent to the mountain to be worked on. I don't know. So she has several metal implants. They're still considering it possibly osmium. I don't know if it matters. I guess osmium is more rare than another metal. I think the fact that if they have metal integrated with their flesh, that should be, enough to make one go, huh? So let's go ahead and turn everything off. It's a cool look, though, when it's like that, right? Let's go back. That's a cool color. Okay. We're turning everything off, and boom, there's the eggs. This, do we have to mess with? We do. So we turn that to 0, the diatom layer, and now we hit eggs. And here we are once again at the eggs. So I'm thinking we are seeing some what I call pig dragons. Let's take a look at the pig dragons. Okay. So here is a pig dragon. Let me actually turn off the camera once again. And let's focus in on that. Okay, this is one example of a pig dragon. This is what I expect to find within the eggs. I don't expect to find maybe 2 front limbs, 4 limbs possibly, but I definitely don't expect to find any back limbs, rear limbs. I believe these beings go through a metamorphosis process. So let's see what we can see. So this like, and again, I don't know eggs either, so I should probably learn about eggs while I'm doing this. So it's, you see, there's a massive stuff in there. I noticed these pieces of this striation here. I don't know if that possibly could be a muscle tissue. There's our skull again. So let's just move from this part and let's see if we can rotate the camera around. Whoops, that's not it, is it? There we go. So where's the head again? There he is up there. Can we actually achieve another view? And I feel like I can't from this angle. Let's keep going maybe. Zooming out. Not let me zoom in or out. This is where I get frustrated, of course. It doesn't, I feel like I don't know what I'm doing or it's glitchy. Could be glitchy. Oh my God. How many people are not actually watching this because I don't have it on? Okay. Let's take it from here. Going back in. By the way, guys, if you have any chats, here's one. Okay, that's cool. Someone is saying something here. I'm not really sure what it's all about. So let me show it with everyone here. Okay, so someone's chatted Discord. I don't know what that's about, but let's keep going. Thank you. And Mr. I don't know, you've got two names, right? I don't know if you've got Nanny 314 and Mark Son 2. That's not suspicious. All right. What else can we see? I probably lost the whole head thing, didn't I? Well, this might be another one then. Okay, once again, here we go. That's probably the same exact angle, isn't it, that I was just looking at? Let's see. I see. If I don't know my orientation, where I am on the body, it kind of maybe affects my. So it looks like that's the hand. So I'm back upright. I should probably give these like eggs names because there's like, this mass down here. Oh, there's a face. We got pareidolia right there. Dun, dun, dun. Sometimes I wonder, though, does nature put faces in things just for fun? And if nature had a sense of humor, maybe they would put happy faces everywhere. Okay, so I don't know if I'm really helping at all you guys sell any ideas right now because, again, I keep getting sort of stuck on moving the camera. There we go. It could just be like some sort of processing error. I don't know. Okay, so I know we got the striations. That might be something interesting. I don't know if someone could tell me if that's just an error. I think I'm seeing also perhaps eggs within eggs. That's possible. I'm seeing objects that look like little eggs. So, yeah, is that another skull? I don't know. Again, somebody can help me. Am I seeing two different skulls here, or are those both just pareidolia anomalies? Maybe they are, because they're just strange looking to me. All right, I was spotting something else in another egg, and I was trying to get to the right layer, sort of to just kind of pull it out. Let me zoom out, and maybe if I just start over, it would just make sense to. Okay. Cool. All right, so let's go ahead and just take a look at the little meme I made today so we can maybe clear up some of this stuff. Okay, so I have some other pictures, right? I feel like I did spot some fetus heads. What am I here for? I'm here to look for what I call pig dragons. That's my hypothesis. I suspect there are pig dragons in these eggs. What are pig dragons? They are little fetus style things. Here we go. Let's just take a look at this. I'm going to share you this meme from today or yesterday. Is this the face and head of a tridactyl fetus? So we've already showed you that skull there, and this is what I'm trying to look for now. Now, while that face, oh God, here we go. I didn't have it on again. Please tell me if I'm not having the screen on. So the skull I just showed you, this face, we haven't found that yet today, but it is in there, and I want to say it was originally in that same large mass egg. So, wow, is that like several eggs together? It's so strange. What are we seeing? Right? I mean, definitely some strange pareidolia happening over here for sure. It's almost psychedelic when you look at this stuff. So, yes, I could see how perhaps pareidolia could come into play. But again, we are on a mission to find. Okay, so we're back to the skull. I keep coming back to here. Awesome. Well, if you guys have any questions or comments or concerns, or hey, call me out. I didn't show you anything yet, right? And it does take some time playing with this stuff. That's why it is kind of annoying when you to have to maneuver this, zoom in and out. Sometimes it doesn't respond or it's herky jerky like it is now. So I get totally it's like playing a video game, and it's a new rocket ship, and I'm trying to figure out how to fly this around. And I was working way better before, but I don't know if it's a mouse issue or what. I always like to just start over and kind of get the planes right. So this is the plane that Miss Artemis is on. Or is it Ms.? Okay, let's see. What can we see here? Now, I've been chasing around some of these shapes and seeing where the image leads. Like right here are those eggs. Are there actual miniature eggs within? And as someone pointed out, well, that's not natural for creatures to be carrying eggs. The other thing is, are these eggs hatching within her? And, if so, is that some sort of, what is it? Oviparous? Is that what it is? Can't recall the pronunciation, but about being born, like some snakes, from eggs within the living being inside the mother. So we could be experiencing that. Mm-hmm. Whew. I'll tell you what, it kind of wears you out a little bit playing on this thing, trying to learn. Let's go ahead and let's share it again for anybody who might be joining us. I'm Alien Ed. This is Tridactyls.com. We have gone to the Alien Project website, as we like to do. We always suggest people should maybe go there first thing in the morning to see what Theory and his gang have uploaded for us. So let's start over with the eggs. I was trying to replicate at least one of the shots from today, from yesterday I posted. People want to know who the expert is that's finding these. There is no expert. It's just me. I'm doing my best to fly around this egg spaceship and trying not to crash with you guys with me. That's what I'm trying to do in this egg spaceship. Oh, yeah. What do we see? Some sort of mass. Yeah, is this striation? Does that mean anything? Is that possibly skin or a muscle? I don't know. Again, is it an anomaly? I don't know. Well, I want to say I was following one of these appendages, if you will, one of these protruberances. Protruberances? Why do I even try to say that word every time? I'm going to have to listen to it on Google. Uh, okay, what do we got going on here? Well, any other comments besides Nanny314? I feel like that's a bot. Okay, so again, we have some of those like striations on this other egg mass. Well, I was hoping I was going to be able to quickly recreate one of the shots from yesterday. There's pareidolia everywhere, and I don't know. Also, as people say, is is there a distortion occurring? Also, I mean, obviously there is. Obviously, there's a distortion. So, how can we separate pareidolia from what is actually there? And so far, I'm not showing you too much of anything. Oh boy. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tridactyls.com. I'm Alien Ed. This is home of the constant companion theory, where we attempt to make sense of all of this. So let's catch everybody up a little bit. I'm sorry sometimes if I'm erratic. Sometimes this stuff doesn't make sense to me either. But it's kind of a long journey just to get to hear from me. And I'm not even talking about my anthropology degree or being a kid and loving Bigfoot and all that. I'm talking about just in September to this stage, what the Tridactyls, what sort of trajectory the Tridactyls have put me on. And I thought it was real important to get these little models just for certain demonstration purposes. So to get to here, I've been looking at the archaeological record because why? We connected the cordiform heads and tridactyl limbed beings to motifs of spirals and mother goddesses. Now, it wasn't my sole opinion. It was me gleaming the opinions of various archaeologists of what these symbols meant. In fact, I even call the spiral, it's sort of a water serpent. So if we're seeing these associations between mother and serpent goddess, which is essentially what happened, was we end up having some sort of mother serpent goddess because the myth is out there. It's out there already and people know it. And we've made fun of people about reptilians. And here's reptilians, man, right here. We made fun of people about being the Anunnaki. And these beings seem to have been in a superior state than humanity was. Through the archaeological record, I discovered things like the Magatama. Let's go look at the Magatama. The Magatama, sometimes called commas to be cute, I guess. Um, the Magatama, I believe, is a tadpole, an embryo stage is probably the best. The best. Oh, look, we can look at those other pictures. I'm just trying to find my own post real quick. So Magatama are these strange little polished stone commas, they call them, and sometimes it's suspected that they are animal teeth. They are related to fertility. They are they're contemporaneous with the Dogon, the Jomon period, the Dogu of the Jomon period. So those are ceramics of Tridactyls. So my theory is that these Magatama are in fact a embryo stage of the beings, with something like pig dragons then being a fetus-like stage. Let's look at the rest of the Magatama while we're here. So here is a display of some Korean Magatama. Many times they're made out of a green stone like jade, or there's another stone that's probably this one right here. These are even more interesting because these Magatama, one of the names of the game was Compound, have these sort of ridges on them, which could be very similar to the ridges maybe on Surya and Nukari. I don't know. Yeah, here's some more of these compound Magatamas. Very strange things. But if we could see some pig dragons, that would be cool too, because we had some pig dragons just handy lying around. And I guess the only one I really have lying around is this one. So let's look at this one real quick. I'm going to turn off the cam. Pig dragon. So I went into these fetuses into these eggs looking for these things. So did that mean I went in with a bias? Maybe. I don't know. Is what I consider previous knowledge a hypothesis bias? Let's look at the rest of the pictures that I did post. And so you can see how awful they are. So this was one of the first ones I noticed. This, I believe, is a top-down picture of the tridactyl fetus, in my opinion. I don't know. I could be wrong. We're trying here. I'm trying. Just feel free. This is what I think people should be saying. Instead of people saying, hey, that's pareidolia, nah. What I'm hoping people are saying, wow, that's cool. Let me go to that site and let me look around too, and maybe I can find something cool. So this is an underside looking up. Again, terrible face. There's like a jawline here. You can see that the cordial ridge, occipital ridge, the cordiform ridge may just segue right into the temporal process, if I'm not mistaken. And this, I think, very well might be the skull, because I think this is the temporal process right here, that triangle it creates. I think we're seeing the occipital ridge, the cordiform shape. I think we're seeing the occipital bun back here. I mean, I don't know. Let's just, should I turn them the other way? Yeah, it's turning the other way, right? So is that what I'm seeing? Is that considered pareidolia? I don't know. I thought pareidolia was like looking into a wood grain and seeing, a dog, as someone said. Okay, is this the final? Oh, God, that's awful. What pic is this? Oh, yeah. Terrible pic here. This I posted it the original side. Let's just go back to this one, this meme. Okay, so we're kind of looking up at the creature. I believe these are the eyes. I believe this is the nose, mouth, chin. I think we see the ridge. And again, this face was originally related to chasing, if you will, following around that other view looking down. So I just saw the view looking down, and it looks rather serpentine. It had like some length to it. Insert joke here. Ooh, don't do that. And I followed that face around, and finally where I got to this. So it wasn't just, I saw something and I thought it was a face. So let's go back. Now that we have that information with us, and again, feel free to, if anybody wants to be on the show right now. Is it a show? I don't know if it's a show. If you want to come on camera, or if you don't want to come on camera, if you'd like to talk, if you'd like to just chat, send me a text message. That's always fun. Um, Give me a holler. Let me know that there's people out there. Okay. So again, let's turn the eggs on. The shell, are these eggs in the process of hatching? Okay. That's what I want to know. Are they? Because, or again, is that just anomalies? Because we're dealing with a strange technology here. We're dealing with these 3D scans, and someone said, there was a post through Reddit, something like, "Please, sir, can I have another pixel?" I'm sorry, it's not my fault. We're working with what we got here. So let's see if we can find one of these so-called serpentine beings. And I felt like at times I've had to reduce that a little bit, maybe. There's something. Yeah. What is that weirdness? What is that weirdness right there, right? Oh, see, now I lost it. Probably because too much clipping. Oh, now where'd it go, right? Right there. What is that coming off of there? Oh, I see. It's on this piece, and I think it's on this side. Well, so we were talking about Magatamas, and then we were talking about pig dragons, if I'm not mistaken. Pig dragons are these guys. I suspect that the Magatama, the pig dragon, they evolve, and perhaps even this, is it evolution? Is it metamorphosis? Is it a fast evolution? Is there such a thing? Do they evolve quickly over time? Or is it some sort of slow metamorphosis? Because I think there are various stages. I think in between this pig dragon stage is a quadrupedal stage. And you can see the quadrupedal version of things as water panthers, netted jaguars, the traditional dragon. Okay. Let's go back. We're going back. We're not done with Artemis today. I'm sorry. I had a feeling I was going to do this, which is we're just going to have to keep plugging on until either we all come to it, until we all agree there's a fetus there. You're not going home until I find a fetus, right? Okay, we're going back in. Cover me. Okay, clipping can, too much clipping. I want to see those eggs. We're in close on the eggs. There are 3 eggs. One of them, though, looks like it's some sort of double, triple egg. There might be eggs within the eggs, if that is possible. Let's see. Here we go. Ready? And share. Whoa, look at this bloodbath. It looks horrible, right? I don't know. This is fun. I'm having fun. If you're not having fun, I'm sorry. I'm sure there's some spaces going on where you can talk about dimensions and I don't know what other stuff. Do the dimension stuff. I just don't understand why, if something is in your reality and in your dimension as you see it, why would you think they were from another dimension? Or for that matter, if they are in your present, why would you assume they were from the future? See, and people think my ideas are crazy. Look, I'm just trying to find a freaking pig dragon amongst this pepperoni pizza mess. It's hard, guys. And it's like I'm trying to recreate the exact spot I was before, and of course I can't do it. Well, there's other beings with eggs too. While I'm doing this, you guys could be looking busy. So go open up another egg file, have some egg foo young, and let's hunt down some tridactyls. We're hunting tridactyls, ma'am. No, I don't have a license to hunt tridactyls. I don't have a license to call myself. Look, there's so much um, there's so much. There's so much pareidolia. But please don't accuse me of pareidolia. I still think this thing looks like the skull, and it's like constantly there. Like the image is like, I don't know. That one's good. I'm pretty happy about the skull. Fine. They're trying to show you this face again, which was already like goofy when I found it. That's a little tough. That's a little tough. All right, all right. Hope everybody's doing well. We are checking out Tridactyls. I am the so-called alien Ed, and my belief is that these beings have been with us for a long time. I call it the constant companion theory. As people have pointed out, though, it's technically just a hypothesis. It is. It's technically just a hypothesis. But you know what? It doesn't roll off the tongue as well. Constant companion theory. Constant companion theory. Constant companion hypothesis. Constant companion hypothesis. Look, I can't even say it. It's just not right. Okay, moving on. What do you guys see? Are you on the site? Are you tooling around? Maybe you're better at piloting this ship than I am. I will gladly give up my license if someone could manipulate their way around this thing. Of course, I think I make the mistake of like staying, and it's just, I'm like pushing my mouse hard. When you push the button harder, you think it's going to do what you want it to do. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so it does move left and right. See that? I'll bet you if I had this on a PlayStation joystick, guys, we could probably do better. I could probably manipulate this much better. All right, so does that thing when it gets over to here. Gosh, and there's really probably tons of pareidolia. You'll probably see faces upon faces. But my original one, again, was I was tracing that downward looking shot. Let's see now. Can we clip off some of this? No. So, wonder why that gets that glaze there, that massive amount of light. Anybody know? Like why it looks like there's like a flashlight in their body. Well, this has not been the blow you out of the water demonstration I was hoping. But hey, are you still watching? Do you think these beings are real? If you do think they're real, then what do you think about the constant companion theory? We still have one of these heads to give away. I still have it. I'm waiting for that right person to show me that they at least researched my theory a bit and maybe found at least one thing they found interesting. So far, believe it or not, we got a lot of people responding that they think that these beings very well could be post-deluge tutory beings. What does that mean? That means people that showed up after various floods, doesn't have to be one big one. They show up after floods and they teach mankind everything there is to know about civilization. And you'll see this is sort of a theme in the world myth, in a proposed monomyth. The reason we want to propose a singular myth and demonstrate that these beings are the creator beings of something. They are, I don't know if they're gods, but they were definitely influential. So, of course, once you start talking about gods and tutory beings, you're going to lose people. But I am just basing this on myths and legends of people all around the world, the religions of various people. We have this theme going on. Why does that one look like an egg, too? It's kind of like hollow shaped, right? Is that some sort of anomaly itself? I don't know, man. This is very interesting. We could probably look at this forever. And I'm going to keep going back to this. I'm going to continue to investigate perhaps some of the other eggs. Perhaps one of the things you can look for right away is, does it look like this egg was in the process of hatching? That one piece just constantly sticks out at me. It's like, I hope to God it's a skull, because if not, it's the best pareidolia. Someone already dismissed it and said it is not a skull. That it is pareidolia is what they said. And that, what else did they say about it? Oh, something about it looks like it has teeth. And of course, the beings don't have teeth. So yeah, right here, is that pareidolia? Is that the backside of something? Oh, what happened? Yeah. Anyway, we can also talk about anything else here. I am here for the duration. We started this at 11:45. I've gotten pretty good about chit chatting for an hour. So if you want to stick around, of course I can stay longer. And I know I always invite a few of you. You're welcome to come on. I'm okay with even a little pushback. You're welcome to come on. And if you're a skeptic, just be nice. And I just don't know if you can know if someone is experiencing pareidolia or not, unless you're some sort of maybe clinical physician. And to me, it sounds like all autistic kids may have a little bit more trouble with pareidolia, interestingly enough. So right now I'm at this stage where I can't get the thing to move, and there it goes. Okay, cool. All right, so eggs. We're looking at the 3D scans. There's other creatures to look at, right? There's Surya and Nukari. I don't know if those represent some sort of youth, some sort of maybe they're the sort of the quadrupeds, perhaps even. I don't know. They don't look fully. They certainly don't look bipedal, because they still have that curvature of being in the egg, which is why I believe it's a youth. Which is interesting, because that means if these beings are following the Naga myths, then do the large hands, which they say belong to what, a 7-foot plus creature? Are those the hands of the Rakshas? Is there a Naga somewhere, perhaps in Antarctica? I did want to bring up Antarctica a bit. I think it's very odd. I know a lot of conspiracy theorists have brought it up, which is that, why is there no mining allowed on Antarctica? And of course, they say, there is a treaty. There is a treaty that no mining should take place to preserve the natural wildlife of Antarctica. My question for you is, when has the West and the European powers ever stopped because they were concerned about the environment? I don't think they've ever stopped to make a buck. It doesn't matter the environment. So Antarctica, here's a place. Now, obviously, it'd be a pain in the ass to work there. There's that. Let's be honest. There'll be a logistic nightmare, right? But here's a place that's twice the size of Australia, right? Twice the size of Australia. It is in the bottom of the world, and we're not allowed to go there. I mean, you're allowed with a permit, but they're very. I don't want to get too conspiratorial myself. Just read the treaty for yourself and ask questions like, what? Why would they honor that? That doesn't seem like their personality at all to honor such a thing. But let's go back into Tridactyl land then. So there's something called Nagaloka, Pataloka too, which is the sort of underworld, right? I have a theory that we might find a lot of answers in Antarctica, with Antarctica possibly being a sort of homeland, possibly living underground, taking use of the thermal vents, getting all the metal they want. Yeah. Who did we make the treaty with? Obviously, we made it with each other, but I mean, did we make it with anybody else? Did we make it with any other life forms? Was there an agreement? Hey, you don't come down here ever. You hear me? Well, the Tridactyls will rub you out. Not in a good way. I don't know. I think Antarctica is suspicious. I think Antarctica might be the black tortoise of myth. It might be the world tortoise of myth. It could be related to the Atlas myth. There's other myths too that perhaps it is here that these beings do wondrous things for all we know. Perhaps there's terraforming or weather control involved. I don't know. It's all speculation. The point is we need to definitely investigate Antarctica more. It does seem like to be one of the last places that we need to explore. And if we're dealing with a theory, what the Harvard theory was just released, that people are suggesting the possibility that we've been living contemporaneously with advanced civilization. Here's a paper. There's another paper. I don't know if it's related. It's the crypto-terrestrial theory, related to the same thing. It's my theory also. I like the term terrestrials personally, but I believe the terrestrials, these Tridactyls, have been here for a long time, maybe as long as 200,000 years ago. They say that humanity was spawned from 7,000 people that may have survived a cataclysm. I survived catechism. That was almost a cataclysm of catechism. Hey, what else can we see on these things? You'll see me stop and pause, and I'll zoom in on something, and I see pareidolia all the time. Believe me, I'm having to dismiss it because it's just not strong enough. But doesn't that skull bother you here? That skull bugs me because it sticks out so much compared to everything else. I almost feel like that is legit, And then we have something like this here. It's like, okay, what am I saying? That's probably just you hope it's pareidolia, and it's hope that these things aren't birthing monsters. Well, I suppose to some people these are monsters, aren't they? So you can play with this clipping cam, and you see that will bring you down another layer. I find if I do that too much, though, then I lose everything in the egg. It seems like this side where this reflection is, it seems to be not the best side for investigating. So on like the concave side, it looks like. And this is just Artemis. Artemis, for all I know, could be Dionysus. All those wounds in her chest, which, makes me want to look into some myths. I saw some archaeology recently. I think it was African. And it shows, depicts some beings with like rectangles on their stomach and whatnot. And so I wanted to look into that. And that's usually what gets me going. I'll see an artifact, and then we'll find the people that the artifact belongs to. And then from there, look at whatever the cosmology is, the myth and religion, of the people. There's like so much, sometimes such great pareidolia, you have to investigate it to be sure. I still haven't found the original pictures that I posted, unfortunately. I thought it was going to be easier. I don't even remember which being it was. It could be this one here. This was something I was definitely looking at. Look at that. And we're going to get flagged, I think, on for showing porn if they don't know what this is. What is that on the screen, Harold? Oh, God. They're showing porn on Twitter. What's with I lost it. See, I lost it already, guys. Yeah, please help me. I can't do this alone. Go in there. Go into the files. How many creatures are there? Let's look. Let's look at them. We have to get out of this file. I'd hate to get out of this file, so we'll just open another one. This screen. Okay, so have it on your hotbar. Alien Project. There's theory. There he is working on the specimen that we are showing right now, Artemis. How cool is that? Go to your 3D viewer and pick a buddy. Pick a buddy and start playing around. Go to the ones that have the eggs. When I'm done here, I'm not done because I'm going to keep looking. Again, are these eggs? I'm going to keep looking for these beings. I'm going to try to find that one particular piece that took me forever to zoom in on. It almost makes you think, well, it must be BS because we can't find it again, right? But you see how crazy this is to work with. It's a little crazy. Pig dragons, Magatama, Naga. What else are we learning about? Water panthers. So if I could show you a groovy chart of evolution, I'll have to make one. That'd be a good idea. Goes from a Magatama to a pig dragon to a netted jaguar. Water panther's not it's just not as clear of a depiction. Netted jaguar / dragon. To there you get your bipedal dwarves, gnomes, goblins, kobolds, fairies, spirits, kami, zemi, dwarves. Did I say that already? Mahune, nanos. What is it? Duanos. What is it in Spanish? Right? Dueños. Maybe that's it. So, yeah, we've been living with these guys. You know how I know? Because they're in all the myths and legends. They're just different names to different people. And maybe that's part of the magic of them being able to disappear, because we didn't realize that the whole time when we spoke of these different mythological beings throughout history, that we were really just talking about the same beings at different stages of their history and at different stages of our history, right? Are those eggs? You know what? I wonder if I was looking at this upside down before. Is that possible? And that maybe that's why I can't get my bearings on where the thing was that I was looking at. It's an interesting theory. Isn't that interesting? His name is Theory, like theory. So is it Theory's theory? All right, we're still doing eggs. I have no chat comments. I have nobody saying they want to be on the show. Come on. Somebody's got to, everybody wants to have their opinion online. Come and say it to my face, as they say. Uh-huh. Oh, look at this. I'm looking for serpentine structures. And it is super hard, right? It's not like some body is like clearly jumping out on any of this. But I think if we keep looking, and as someone says, perhaps some experts, maybe somebody who's an expert in snake morphology, maybe they would be able to explain some of this. Ooh, I do happen to know a reptile expert. I wonder if he's busy. We'll have to visit him someday. Maybe I can get him on the show. Wouldn't that be great? That would be fun. We'll have to put him on the books. So nothing still. I got nothing good for you guys. Probably because I'm here talking to you and I'm not focused. I don't know. Some people are going to be like, bullshit, there was never a face. Well, I screenshotted it, so it was there. So at least we got the skull. That's so easy to, like, the difference in that is like, it's so easy to find that. So that's good. At least something shows up. And of course, lots of pareidolia. I still think possibly those are some sort of muscle striations. They're in both eggs. So I wonder if it's I just kind of assume almost like everything's an anomaly almost, because that's what it kind of feels like. It's like everything is just odd, digitalized. Got barely any color differences. That's what's nice when you get into this brown area here. At least there's some differences. Like, what's this? I go quiet. I thought going quiet might help me just concentrate for a little bit and see if we can find anything. I remember seeing something I thought it was on the edge of the big one. Like something down here. Hey, everybody. If you're still listening for whatever reason, this is Alien Ed from Tridactyls.com. We created I say we, it's really just me most of the time. My girlfriend helped with the website and She made the logo, very kind. She designed Inti with the help of her friends. But the theory is mine. I say we. I guess it sounds. It's like it's the royal we. um, I have been coming up with this constant companion theory based on the cordiform shaped faces of the beings. So I've been staring at these faces for months. I wish I had one in front of me live. Maybe someday that will be cool. But I feel like I'm doing as much work as I possibly can from home, literally. So for what it's worth, I put the time in and I'm trying to keep up with the physical aspects of the beings while still putting forth my theory that these beings have been with us at least since 3500 BC, based on such artifacts as the Syrian eye idols, which depict cordiform shaped ET looking like beings, and the Dogu of the Jomon culture, which again, the Magatama, those little tadpoles, I guess, those little tadpole like embryos, um, those are the Magatamas. So, are we going to see one of those in here? Maybe, but I'm hoping at this stage we're seeing fetus. So, what is this anomaly over here? I keep looking at. It looks very similar to the skull, and it looks kind of like it could be at the end of this striation. Is that like the original head I looked at? I don't know. Oh, I accidentally hit that. That sucks when that happens. When you hit the clipping cam, all of a sudden I disappeared everything. Probably a good idea to keep the eggs up top here. Okay, so we're learning. How's everybody doing? Alien Ed here, BA in anthropology, social sciences, and a little bit of woo happening, or a lot of woo sometimes. In fact, there's so much woo that I'm hot. I am like burning with woo right now. I'm burning with woo. Yeah, it's probably just my light, but it's probably just the light. It's the light too, but I also get stressed like I'm doing a math test. And when I get stressed and I'm doing a math test, it's like I start sweating. I used to be a tutor, and the kids would come with some of this math that I'd never seen before. And they would expect me to help them and figure it out. And oh my God, I thought I was taking the damn exam, and I would just sweat trying to figure that out. God, trying to use freaking math apps and everything else. Yeah, not my forte. Okay, so now we're back to this this egg. Another sort of formation down there. Don't know if it looks like anything at all. Probably not. Well, have we done an hour? We've just about done an hour, and an hour of me spinning around these eggs, and I still can't really find the one from earlier, which is unfortunate. I thought it was going to be a slam dunk. Well, again, the skulls are cool, but I don't even remember which egg. I keep thinking it's this big one, right? Because it's huge. Because I was noticing that this big egg appears to have, I don't know if they all do, there appears to be like multiple possible heads. Wild, huh? Wild stuff nonetheless. We're living in interesting times. I hope to be able to bring better images to. Hopefully, they'll even give us better images with time as more and more technology is thrown at essentially this problem, this mystery of the beings. Because I feel like there are a lot of people that I guess it's good to be a skeptic, and maybe it's good science to prove something wrong. Maybe that's just a good method. I don't know if it's good for the magic of the woo. Uh, Maybe you have to believe in things sometimes a little bit still. I don't know. I believe that so far that the proof has been given to me that these beings are real. that these eggs have other beings in them, possibly muscle striations. I don't know. Possibly skulls. I don't know. Let's go around to this side. I'm still playing with this. You can see how like you can get into it for a long time. There's an interesting piece there. Look at that. What is that coming off of there? What is that? And then look, I always get to this piece here. Super freaking like pareidolia there for sure. And sometimes I wonder, is that the piece I was looking at, but from a different angle? Oh my. Yeah. I would say, kids, don't look at this if you're on acid because you might see all sorts of craziness. I don't know. It's like I could. Again, I get the pareidolia. I'm just trying to tell you guys that it was a pareidolia when I found that skull, right? Or is it a skull? I still don't know. It just looks remarkably like one. It almost feels like, what else could it be? That's where I'm at with that piece. So we'll return to this again someday if we have to. If we have to. Alien Ed here. I'm still open for any questions. I am not related to the Alien Project. I am not related to Jaime Maussan or who are the other people out there, other organizations. Ikari Institute. I'm not related to those guys. I am just a guy that is out to educate people. I am trying to learn as much as I can about these beings. I feel like I've really developed an interesting theory with my constant companion theory, which developed around the heart-shaped face. That's where it started. I recognized the face of the Tridactyls from petroglyphs in pictures in textbooks when I was taking anthropology classes 20 years ago. And so when I saw those, it kind of dawned on me, it clicked on me who they were. And I went on this tangent of finding these artifacts all over the world from the safety of my recliner. And they're everywhere. And turns out since probably 2017, when these beings came out, other people already made this connection. You know, what we talk about here, a constant companion theory, it has a lot of roots and stuff that's already happened. You know, episodes of In Search of and Von Daniken and maybe even some Hancock stuff and who knows, maybe some Stitchins and David Icke thrown in there. Not intentionally, a lot of that. And there are definitely people who came before us. I think what we're doing a little differently, hopefully, is that, as much as I appreciate what Graham Hancock does, we're hoping that we're providing at least archaeological evidence and ancestral narrative evidence, right? At what time did the ancestral narrative not matter? You know, we've gotten so cynical about the Bible, myself included, that we now discard the whole thing as a work of fiction, when it turns out there's probably elements of the truth in there. So that's another thing that gets people a little uncomfortable, because here we are, we're talking about CT scans, scientific bodies, and I'm bringing you to some strange, super heady kind of mystical place of lies and bullshit. That's what it sounds like, right? But again, our ancestors in various cultures spoke of reptilian beings. They spoke of mother goddesses, of serpentine mother goddesses, demiurges that were serpents. The depictions of the beings are in alphabets, I believe. How do we prove all of this? I think it's going to have to deal with more searching. I think let's hope these bodies just open up a lot more science. And perhaps, we're trying to prove these beings are not unique in that saying that they are just but humans, but maybe they are ancestors. That's what the Maori calls Heitiki, a little sitting down tridactyl being. They say that's the ancestral being. So, some of us, we take our Abrahamic religions and we swear up and down by them because of faith that it must be true. Well, these are the beliefs of other people too. And other people also believe that these things were true at one time. So I don't think we should be so dismissive of people's cosmologies, their belief systems. And every belief system around the world needs to be re examined. So I noticed that there's a debate as to what constitutes evidence. For example, Shatzel Hayek, I understand that the narrative is it was built by hunter gatherers. To me, that kind of goes against what I learned in school, which is that hunter gatherers don't have the complex social strata and organization. And let's face it, too, um, resource system, right? And even people with simple like construction logistics can look at Shatzel Hayek and say to themselves, how many men are you going to need? How many food trucks, right? How much power is it going to take to move these giant stones? So it seems like this is where I guess people complain about establishment archaeology, that establishment archaeology maybe aren't doing their job because of things like that. I don't know. I don't want to critique someone who's got definitely more credentials than I do, but to me, the evidence of the stratified society is the architecture itself. That is the evidence. Uh, not finding evidence of a permanent residence, I don't know if that is enough for me to say it was a temporary site. I mean, maybe it was a temporary site. Maybe they used it once, but I don't think it's fair to say hunter gatherers. It's just my core logic tells me that doesn't make sense. That hunter gatherers built Shatzel Hayek. Someone was barking out orders. I mean, it's just really something. And then I feel like, is it getting political? Because then they're trying to imagine some eagle egalitarian development of the site where, like, hey, let's all vote on this, what rock we're going to move next. I don't know if that happened. That sounds a little ridiculous. So, I mean, I don't know. Good stuff, though. It's a very interesting world we live in. So we're looking at Artemis's eggs. I have gone over my hour mark. I feel like I am sort of like playing like a bad video game when I'm not doing well, where I'm trying to get to something that looks like something. Here we go. Eggs within eggs, eh? How bizarre. Yes, thank you, loud people. Oh God, there are humans out there in the wilderness. I am not screaming into the void. Let's share your comment. Hey, there we go. Yeah, I don't know if it's positive there's eggs within eggs. Someone's told me that could be completely normal. That humans are born with eggs, ovaries, so this is not unusual. To me, though, if we're dealing with like these sort of, well, we don't know. I guess it is made out of eggshell. Is what we've heard. They're made out of eggshell. So, I don't know. What was I on about? What's within? Yeah, are there eggshell eggs within eggs? That's what I don't know. Yeah. So yeah, there's eggs within eggs, and I'm trying to find the piece that I showed yesterday. Let's go ahead and show that. What the heck? I don't like this share system, I have to confess. Okay, so yesterday I showed this. Is this the face and head of oh, you can't see it. Hold on. That's why it's good to look. Is this the face and head of a tridactyl fetus? I think the head could be. I think the head very well could be. I think we are seeing some structural similarities. Um, Now that upper face shot that came off of a serpentine piece that I've been trying to find since yesterday. I'm glad I took the screenshot for God's sakes, because we would never see it. Um, these were immediately written off by several people as pareidolia. Um, I think that's a bit dismissive. Again, we're here, as you see, we're here searching around. It's not like I'm pointing out everything. Oh, there's a tridactyl. There's a tridactyl. You get a tridactyl. You get a tridactyl. Everybody gets a tridactyl. Wouldn't that be fun? Maybe in the old days we did, right? There was the home spirits. Do we have any home spirits in the house? I hope so. You hope they're good spirits, right? Am I supposed to leave something out for them? You know, like Santa Claus, another big myth. Here we are again. Dun, dun, dun. We're back at the eggs. Yeah, we're here at the eggs again. I'm sorry. I'm getting obsessed. I want to find the piece I saw yesterday. And so, I mean, at least you can see it and then say nah. Then say just pareidolia. Okay, fine, but let's find it. So, how did I find it? I was probably doing like some weird spinny move, maybe. This should have sound effects. You know, maybe it really just the music should be on a little bit. There we go. And now I'll talk like this. Here we are, thealienproject.com. We're looking at the reptile humanoid known as Artemis. Artemis has 3 eggs within her. One of them might be a double mass egg. Is there a name for that? A big giant egg. Oh, see, now I remember this guy here. I called this guy. Here's pareidolia. I go, this is the guy here. He's delivering pizza, right? This guy's delivering pizza. There you go, pareidolia. Okay, let's keep looking. I wonder why it's so different today, too. Music's way better now. Isn't this cool with the music? I could stick around a little bit. Oh, and the AC's on, too. So, yeah, I'm feeling better. Maybe we should just keep looking. It looks like a Hellraiser mass of horror is what it looks like, doesn't it? How about some chat? We got Loud People. Loud People says he is not a bot. I am not a bot. I feel like I'm working, though. It does feel like, again, like that math test. Is this another skull? Is that for some reason the same skull and I just can't read CT scans? Right? Is that the same one from this different angle? It kind of looks like it in the front, doesn't it? Well, are you getting seasick? Because I am. Best just to zoom out and start over. So, okay, I'm upside down. I'm going to go ahead and stick this though, because now it's not doing anything. Maybe it freezes now and then. I don't know. You guys can see this, right? Yeah. How's everybody doing? AlienNet here, Tridactyls.com. I have no relation to the Alien Project, but they are the definitive experts currently on the bodies. They have most of the bodies in their possession. Also, Dr. Zalce Benitez is someone to look to. He is the forensic officer of the Mexican Navy. I have no association. I'm just here to really just promote my theory, which is they've been with us for a very long time. They are in the archaeological record. They're everywhere. Bella Coola, Canada, Syria, eye idols, the Permian bronze culture of Russia, the Haitiki of the Maori. In myths and legend, they're the Menehune. the Anunnaki, Elohim, Seraphim, probably the Nephilim. All these, I know this, the Bible stuff turns you off, right? Yeah, my girlfriend's like that too. The Bible talk, just she don't like it. Yeah, I get it. I kind of tune out too, and people start throwing around these names that sound like, I don't know. They sound like an Amish barn raising you're getting ready to do. And Jebediah and Jeremiah and Ekeziah, Haziel, Lekaliah, Mekalekahai, Mekahaniho. All these different names, and yeah, it gets a little daunting. And I feel you. I am not a fan of organized religion. I'm not a fan of talk of reptilians or Anunnaki or any of that. Okay? This is a recent thing. So here we got creepy. We'll have to start giving these things names like creepy taffy face, pizza delivery guy. You know, maybe that's it. We got the I-95 here. Is it the I-95 highway? God, wouldn't you like to know if that's something? I'd like to know. Please tell me if anyone has any new pics of skin. I'm hearing a rumor out there that there are new photos of skin out there. And if that's true, I need to see the photos of the skin, okay? Because if you're noticing, I'm putting quite a few theories together, if you're watching. Theory on the skin alone, that the skin itself, at the very least, was copied in ceramics around the world. So I believe people tried to copy the pattern of the tridactyl skin. And the tridactyls seem to have a variety of different skins. They might have some scaly looking skin. They might have some smooth skin with scoots on them. And they say even human beings have multiple types of skin. We got groovy music. We've got Artemis. I'm open to talk to other folks, except for the people on Reddit. No, I'm just kidding. People on Reddit, though, they're just like, I don't know. It's like people don't want to have fun with this. I still want to have fun with this. As much as, it's consuming my life, I still want to have fun with this. What's the point if we're not having fun? So, we haven't found anything super good today. I just kind of it's like, examining the galaxy, right? I just keep kind of poking into the galaxy, poke my head in, poke my head out. Let's go ahead and look at this again. Why not? Here we go. You can see my picture in the lower corner. Let me get rid of loud people chat. Is this depicting the same thing? Right? Do I have it facing the right direction for you? Yes, I do. Is this depicting the same thing? Can I even move this? Let's see. Whoa. Luckily, this guy is always easy to find. If I put him right here, right, I can now have the two pieces like next to each other. So you guys tell me, do I have to put a vote out there maybe on Twitter? Do you think I found a tridactyl skull, or is that pareidolia? I don't know. We're still looking, though. We're doing it. I think I'm going to keep going. You know why? Because if I can get 2 more followers right now, I can release a really groovy video. So that's going to be my goal. I'm going to stay on until I get 2 more followers. I feel like I'm a used car salesman or something. So you come on down now, and I get 2 more car sales. I'll give away a free video on my site for you to watch. That'd be fun. So who's going to help me out here? Let's go. What else is going on? Oh, I see my buddy Rick. My buddy Rick could be helping me out right now. We got 64 people watching Artemis, or is that how many views I got? I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm here talking to myself. That's what it feels like. And thank you, loud people. And I guess Nannybot, too. Nannybot came in. So we're happy with that skull. I am. I'm happy with that discovery. Oh, look at this guy up here. So you got to wonder, is that another face? Or is that the pareidolia face? Oh, look at that. Are those limbs? What are we seeing up there? You know, you just don't know. It really is hard to make. Like, what I do try to do is sort of keep an eye on that skull and like, can we get to that skull from another angle? And maybe it's best to do it this way. So if we go all the way around here, right? You with me? Okay, I'm at one of those stages where it's not listening to me and I don't know what to do. This is why it makes me think I don't know what I'm doing, because it's not moving. Okay. I'm like forcing them out. Too close. Okay, let's keep turning. We're trying to get to see if I can see the skull from the other side. Is that skull? No, because they're both in that image together, aren't they? This almost looks like a skull from above. But I can't tell. So, yeah, I'm not sure how this works. Someone said, I should leave this to the experts. Yeah, but how many experts know to look for a pig dragon, right? Okay, so I'm declaring myself the current expert in finding living pig dragons, all right? So what can I do with that? What can you do with that information? Nothing. Yeah, are these little eggs still? I keep seeing them everywhere. They just seem like very clear little eggs, which means that's like the interior of another being then, right? We're guessing. How big do these things get? Of course, these eggs are small, right? You wonder too, I noticed with the ancients and the art, it seems like a lot of times like they do like a really, really good job of getting like specifics on size. Like the Taino head, there's this stone Taino head, and it's the same size as this, same exact size. That makes me think, oh, that artist was well aware of them. Probably held a skull in his hand one day. Here you go, another pareidolia. It was this monster face down there. I hate when everything moves like that. Little pareidolia there. Nothing I'm too interested in, unfortunately. So we've been here for over an hour, and I haven't been able to recreate this face shot. Skull shot we got. I think we're pretty happy with that. Anybody want to come on the show, do some video chat? Maybe even a skeptic is fine. I prefer I know you before you hop on the show, so that's useful. At least if you've made some positive comments before, that would be a good barometer to have you on the show. I call it a show. Again, I don't know if it really is a show. Today, it's just me hyper-focusing on Artemis and looking at these eggs and trying to figure out. Again, it is very strange that I haven't been able to recreate the exact shot from yesterday. Like, I can't even find that piece. It looks kind of like this one. Oh, is that it over there? It's like how many, maybe there's like several beings in these things, and that's what's really confusing perhaps. There's just this mass of them. Whew. Starting to run out of juice again. What can we say? Some of our theories, I feel like, have come to fruition. We suspected marine origins. There's evidence of marine origins in mineral content found in their skulls. We suspected sequential hermaphroditism. Maria appears to have a multi-chromosome, seemingly as a hermaphrodite might have. We spoke of parthenogenesis, which is being able to... Oh! I just got news. We got 1,000 followers. We need to upload a video and show it right here for all the world to see. Let's do this. Thanks, everybody, for playing along. It's all fun, right? It's all good and fun. Let's do it. Let's upload something groovy. Dun, dun, dun. I need my own music. Maybe we should change up this music here. And let's see, what do they have? Something a little more upbeat? We have epic. Let's try epic. Let's see if it's really epic, first of all. Well, that's pretty epic. It's been a long journey. Scrambling to the top. Trying to get 1,000 followers. For what purpose? I know not. It's just a good round number. And so we're looking for a video because we want to celebrate. I'm excited. I am like, see, this is good. This is warming me up to like excitement. Let's see. We're going to go to our, I think, our social media follower. We're going to hit 1,000 followers. I'm going to turn off the music. We're going to share a screen. And we're going to post. No, it's taking 40%. Okay, sorry to go quiet. We were uploading a video. Gotta remember to keep talking, right? We were uploading a video. It says it's ready to go. I'm going to hit share. Oh, I already had share hit. I'm going to hit Sunny. Oh, that's an old joke for the old folks. Here we go. Oh, shit, I'm not getting sound. That's weird. Why is there no sound? Did I not really upload this? Ah! What happened? What happened? Oh, I see what happened, first of all. Okay, let's see. We're trying to load our celebration video, and I don't see it. Okay. Constant companion theory. Let's see what happens. Constant companion theory. That is the theory that non-human intelligence have been with mankind for a very long time, inspiring our myths and legends of the world. What else did they do? I don't know. They're cool people. We should hang out more. Constant companion theory. I'm trying to get this video up, guys. Let's see what happens. I posted it, and why is it coming up like no sound? There it is. There it is. Okay, we think we got this. Once again, you guys ready? Looks like you're ready. Here we go. Not hearing anything. I'm not hearing anything. What is going on? That doesn't make sense. Wow, that's been really a letdown. Is it not the right? You know what? I don't think that's the right video. Let me try again. I guess I didn't know where my video was at the time. Maybe that's it. Delete. Sorry. I guess that might be under a different video folder. Now I have to find it. How lame. Let's see. Well, thanks again for watching. I know there's a bunch of you that are new here. My name is Alien Ed, and for Tridactyls.com, I was inspired by the bodies appearing and their association with artifacts found around the world. And yeah, I should have a video for you guys to play. And I guess it's been days, so I forgot where I put it. How lame is that? Because I keep saying it's not playing any noise. It's the wrong video. So where did the other one go? Ah, God. Let's talk more about Tridactyls while I'm here then. So I do believe that these beings go through a metamorphosis, and that means that they go from a sort of magatama. Look that up, guys. Japanese thing. A magatama stage of being little tadpole-like things. They then evolve perhaps into something like what we call the child, and it becomes a two-armed being. What else? Then they continue into perhaps a four-legged being as well. So I unfortunately am really having trouble finding my video, and I have to figure out a new way to find it, which I guess I'll just have to go see where I exported it to in the first place, right? Unfortunately. Anybody have any questions? I do have the chat up. If you make any cool comments or something, I can respond, and it's always fun for me to interact with people because it just kind of sparks me into like talking about various topics. It's a complex topic. It's kind of cuckoo crazy, and it takes some getting used to for sure. Okay, so if I were to if I were a video and I were to be exported, where would I go? Unfortunately, you're not looking at anything cool at this time. So let's go back and look at the eggs. If you might be sick of the eggs by now. I'm not sure. Okay, so let's see. We got to 1,000. We're going to lose them by the time I get this video up. Okay, and then I won't play it. Yeah. Unfortunately, I got like a bunch of things going on, and we're having some serious technical difficulties right now. Things are freezing up on me. I have to close a program. Wow, I was so excited to show you the video, and now I'm just like, well, where is it? Yeah. So, also, guys, if you're ever interested, you're welcome to come on and tell us about your UFO stories. I'm okay with nowadays. I'm okay with everything. I'm okay if you have a ghost story, maybe you want to tell. We had a nice lady from West Virginia on who told a ghost story. Of course, I'm still a huge Bigfoot fan. I think the Bigfoot people are disappointed, though. Right? Are the Bigfoot people jealous of us right now because we have all this evidence and they have nothing. They always said they wanted to see the body, and here we have bodies of Tridactyls, and that's still not even really good enough for people, unfortunately. Okay, I think I found the video. Let's start over. Hey, everyone. My name is Alien Ed. I am your host. Thank you for putting up with this silly show. We're going to keep doing this, though, because the way I see it is this information on the Tridactyls is really, it's never ending. It just continues, and I think we're going to keep finding more and more evidence. We are going to, well, boy, I don't like how some videos stop playing when you hit it, but then some don't. Okay, here we go. This will be uploaded shortly anyway, so even if you don't see it right now, let's play it on here. Let's do it. I'm serious. I'm dead serious. We are playing this right now. And I don't see it on my screen. I guess I have to show my window here, maybe. Um, oh, God. I'm still having trouble. I thought this was going to be easier. Here we go. I think this is the screen. Good luck. Let's see what happens. All right. There we go. That was our big surprise. Now we have to upload it. I think there's no better way to end this stream than right then and there. Thanks again for watching. I'm going to shut up now.